New details tonight about the Iowa man accused of murdering two police officers overnight in two separate ambush attacks. Both Des Moines Sgt. Anthony Beminio and Urbandale officer Justin Martin were shot execution style as they sat in their patrol cars. Hours later, authorities say the shooter, Scott Greene, flagged down a state employee and asked him to call 911. Police say they once issued Greene a warning for waving a Confederate flag during a high school football game. It's still not clear what his motive was last night. Now, the tragedy in Iowa is one police here in the metro are all too familiar with. KCTV5's Jonathan Carter talked with the local police today. Jonathan?
Brad, I did. And the one thing you find is that the location of the shooting doesn't matter. The pain they feel here for their brothers in blue in Iowa is real. Two police departments in Iowa are dealing with the unthinkable right now. Des Moines Police Sergeant Anthony Beminio and Urbandale officer Justin Martin were both shot and killed last night as they sat in their patrol cars.
Losing two officers at the same time, I mean, that would be very difficult to, I can't imagine what that organization's going through.
KCK Police Chief Terry Ziegler knows the feeling all too well as his department has lost two members months apart this year. Detective Brad Lancaster and Captain Robert Melton.
There's not a playbook that you get to turn to and go, hey, how do I handle this? Oh, it's page 50. And you're dealing with your own emotions. And probably the thing that I found the most difficult is that the officers are hurting and there's no way to take that pain away.
And for the suspected shooter, 46-year-old Scott Michael Greene, published reports shows he has a criminal past. Former Overland Park Police Chief John Douglas says that fact really doesn't suggest anything when it came to last night's shooting, making a person like Greene all the more dangerous to the community and police officers.
The first 15 interactions may be certainly less than ideal, but they're not necessarily dangerous. He doesn't act badly the first 15 times you encounter him, and the 16th time, it's totally different.
Chief Ziegler says while you see his officers out doing their jobs every day, the department is still dealing with the deaths of Lancaster and Melton. Now, coming up at 6, we get into the psyche of the suspected shooter and how he'll be interrogated. Live in KCK, Jonathan Carter, KCTV5 News.
Thanks, Jonathan. And 114 police officers have died in the line of duty this year in the United States.